Joining me right now is Wall Street Journal columnist and Fox News contributor Bill McGurn. It's good to see you.
Thanks, Trish.
You've been following this very carefully.
Right.
You've been writing a lot on it, and your thesis is these women are the best thing that ever happened to Donald Trump?
They're a gift to Donald Trump. Look, do you remember just about a year ago, a little more than a year ago, Conor Lamb won a special election in Pennsylvania, former Marine, took a seat from the Republicans. And the idea was Democrats would learn their lesson. They're going to present a much more moderate face. He didn't really campaign against Donald Trump, campaigned on health care, was pro-guns. The idea that was the Democrats are going to put a more moderate face on. Then that's what Mrs. Pelosi did in the November elections, and she won her majority with that, with about 30 of her caucus coming from seats that in districts where Donald Trump had won. So now that's all gone. That's all. She doesn't want impeachment. She doesn't want all this focus on Israel, but that's what these people are driving, because they may be unpopular views among the American people, but among the progressive movement, they're very passionate about these things. So now if you're
him, you think this through, and you are able to present the Democratic Party as these four women.
Right, totally. Even when they're criticizing Donald Trump for, you know, he said send them back, and 3 of them were born here, so 3 of the 4 were born here. But the debate is, do they hate America or not hate America? I think that's actually a good debate for Donald Trump.
Well, yeah, because, you know, look, I can react to Ilhan Omar's comments about Venezuela,
right.
that somehow it's America's fault. It's America's fault that Venezuela's in tough shape.
And what's interesting,
I was 20 years of socialist policy.
This week I was writing about 2 of them in particular, Ilhan Omar and Rashid Tlaib, because they announced they want to go to Israel. I think each has spoken of Israel as the occupation, you know, of Palestinian territory. So Benjamin Netanyahu let him in because I think he recognizes this is a gift too. Put them on stage, let them make their crazy statements out in public. That will probably help Trump. It may help Netanyahu as well.
Very anti-Semitic statements, very anti-America in terms of the rhetoric.
Go back to 2000. This is not what the Democrats want, the candidates want. You know, there was an anti-boycott, divestment and sanctions bill in the Senate, and of the 7 Democrats running for the Democratic presidential nomination, I think 5 voted against this. This is not the kind of debate they want. Remember, in 2012, they stripped the language about Jerusalem from the platform. Jerusalem is the capital. When President Obama put it back in, they booed when the change was announced. You don't think we're going to have another floor fight on this?
You know what's kind of interesting about right now? Nobody's talking about Joe Biden. Nobody's talking about Bernie Sanders. Nobody's talking about Elizabeth Warren. It's as though Trump helped these 4 women to suck all the oxygen out of the room.
And put those questions that they least want to answer on BDS, on impeachment, on the presidential debates. I mean, I think the moderators have to ask the Democratic candidates now where they stand on these issues. Well, instead of, you know, criticizing Trump and so forth.
He's also put so many of these Democrats in the position of seemingly needing to rally to these women's side.
Right. Look, and Mrs. Pelosi in particular, first, the president defended her, saying she wasn't a racist against their charge, right, after AOC had kind of intimated that. Then when the president tweeted his thing about going back, then Nancy Pelosi tweeted, well, the president was a racist, and that unified the party for a while. And then after, you know, Ilhan Omar dropped this BDS resolution on them. You know, they're not apologetic, and they're going to push their party in the direction that they want. And a lot of them have real issues with what they regard as they would call them the sellouts, the moderates of the Democratic Party.
Wow. Wow. So it's actually really well played.
I think so.
Politically speaking, for a guy who's a non-politician.
Look, Mrs. Pelosi has herself just recently denounced the BDS movement as bigoted and this ideology masking as something benign. So now a lot of her party are supporting. What is she going to do? Which is she going to choose? What her statement was before or what these women say now? And wait till they get to Israel to make their statements.
Well, so. They are more of a headache perhaps than she bargained for.
Yes.
Hey, Bill, it's good to see you.
Thanks, Trish.